The morning I was to go to school for the first time, I woke up in a blackness as mysterious as the heart of a dark forest. The sounds nearby its strange beat, but the howl of a wolf way out in the country gave me my bearings. I took up my little notebook and a small stub of pencil, my only academic possessions. How long would they last? How small could I write? I quickly got dressed, as warmly as I could, although deep winter had not yet arrived. On went my one and only coat. I was ready to go. It never occurred to me that for a child to walk alone down a deserted Siberian road, so obviously a stranger, required some courage. I was too busy trying to rehearse my Russian alphabet. I would need to know in my new school. In room number 5, a few children in caps and coats were seated at their desks, watching the teacher write on the blackboard. She turned when I came in and looked at me so severely my heart sank. "You must be Esther Rudiman from Poland. Your Russian will be poor." It was as if she was reading from a dossier that would determine some sort of punishment. "It will be my task to see that you improve it. My name is Riza Niktovna. Go to the last desk of the third row and sit down." Without another word, she picked up a book and called out a page number. Everyone had a book but me. The feeling must have been something like being the only soldier without a gun. I leaned towards the girl sitting next to me and asked if I might share her book. She grudgingly agreed. She was a very pretty girl with short blonde hair and eyes the special blue of northern countries. I asked her name, but she told me to be quiet. There was absolutely no talking allowed in class. My first lesson in school in Siberia was memorable for being a chilly one. It was not only the Russian author's meaning that evaded me, lost as it was in a sea of strange letters formed in the Russian alphabet, but so did the book itself, literally. My classmates somehow managed to keep slipping it out of my field of vision, which forced me to strain, squirm, and nudge her to bring the book closer. Naturally, I had barely read the first paragraph when Riza Niktovna began to quiz the class. To my horror, one question was directed at me. As I began to answer in my halting Russian, all the children turned to stare at me. When the lesson was finished, Riza Niktovna introduced me and said that I would share my books with Svetlana. Svetlana turned out to be the pretty girl sitting next to me. The prospect of sharing with her was not heartening. The more attention I got in class, the more she sulked. I sensed that Svetlana wanted to be the queen bee, and that I had become her natural enemy. This was confirmed when I asked if I might come to her house to study with her. The answer was a sharp no. I would be allowed to go there to fetch books when she had quite finished with them, but otherwise I could jolly well trot home and study alone. At the end of my first day of school, I went home and collapsed on the sofa. Out of the confusion of the day, 3 giants emerged to be slain: Svetlana, Riza Niktovna, and the Russian alphabet.